Hello everyone. Welcome to the second meditation in our Loving the World series. The practice in this video is based on the content from Wednesday's podcast, so make sure you watch, listen to, or read that first. It'll make this meditation much more meaningful. The focus of the podcast and meditation this week is on getting to know our world better by diving deeply into nature, because you can't really love what you don't know. Later in this practice, we'll be using a finger labyrinth. So if you've got one, you're going to want to have it ready. If you don't, you could print one off the internet quite easily. But if you're going to want to do that part of this practice, you're going to want to have it close by so it's ready when you need it. And now let's take a moment to still ourselves. You can deepen your breathing, feel your groundedness, and prepare your heart and mind and body for what lies ahead. If you were able to create an experience of awe for yourself last week, and if you found an object or symbol to add to your altar, then now is the time. I almost had a spontaneous trip to the beach that was unexpected in this last week. And just thinking about being there filled me with awe, because the beach always gives me an experience of awe. And so I've got a shell to represent that experience. And I invite you just to find a place in your altar that feels right, and then mindfully place your element, and then take a moment just to sit with your altar in its new form. And now give yourself space to be aware of your groundedness again. Feel your feet on the earth. Imagine your roots reaching into the soil beneath you. Draw nourishment and strength from the earth and feel the goodness rising up through your body. Raise your arms like a tree and feel life flowing right to your fingertips. And now send that life and goodness out into the world, like the leaves and fruit of a tree, returning nourishment to the earth which has nourished you in a perfect circle of life. Take some time to rest in this flow of energy, allowing it to fill and strengthen you. As we shift into a more focused meditation, you may want to remember how Jesus called his friends to observe and connect with their world. Let's listen to his words again. Look at the birds. They don't plant or harvest or store food in barns, for your heavenly Father feeds them. And aren't you far more valuable to him than they are? Can all your worries add a single moment to your life? Why worry about your clothing? Look at the lilies of the field and how they grow. They don't work or make their clothing. Yet Solomon in all his glory was not dressed as beautifully as they are. And if God cares so wonderfully for wild flowers that are here today and thrown into the fire tomorrow, he will certainly care for you. Why do you have so little faith? That's Matthew 6:26-30. Think back to a time when you learned something meaningful or important from the natural world around you. Remember how that wisdom presented itself to you. Think about how you received it and made it part of you. And trace your journey since that time, and note the extent to which that wisdom has guided or influenced your life. I'll give you some time to reflect on these things. Now shift your focus to a time when you experienced deep communion with your world. Perhaps it was feeling the life and energy as you rested in a particularly beautiful place. Or maybe you had a chance encounter with some wild creature and felt a deep sense of connection as you looked into its eyes. Whatever it was, remember how you felt in that experience. Let the feelings and thoughts and sense of connectedness rise up in you again. Then when you're ready, think of a time when you had a frightening or overwhelming experience with your world. Perhaps it was getting caught out in a storm. Maybe it was witnessing some of nature's violence, or perhaps you stood before some powerful natural force like a waterfall, a hurricane, a gale force wind, or a tidal wave. Again, whatever it was, remember how you felt. And now begin to imagine ways that you can turn these experiences, these feelings, into some kind of ritual or regular practice. Of course, the ritual won't be as dramatic as the original experience. It won't be the same. But it can help you to feel a little more grounded, at home in and connected with your world. Make a commitment in whatever way feels right and doable for you to explore the natural world around you in some intentional and regular way. Take a few moments now to begin imagining what you would want to do to get out into nature a little more. Now take a few moments to name your favorite things in the natural world around you. It could be your favorite bird, or a beautiful stone, or a plant or flower that particularly speaks to you. Hold an image of that familiar friend in your mind and enjoy the sense of knowing, connecting, and loving that you feel. And now take a few moments to consider some of the things in the world around you that you don't know so well. Focus especially on those that you would like to know better. Hold an image of these things in your mind and allow your curiosity and sense of unfamiliarity to grow. And now make a promise to yourself and to that thing to get to know it better in the coming days or weeks. Now, as you respond to what has emerged from your meditation, you may want to spend a moment doing the labyrinth ritual that we spoke of earlier. Using your non-dominant hand with your finger labyrinth, trace the path inward and imagine that you are meandering through creation and opening yourself to its life and energy. When you get to the center, pause for as long as you want and open yourself to a renewed sense of connection and love. Once again, let this space become for you a thin place where the veil between the ordinary and the extraordinary, between matter and spirit, between human and divine falls away. You may not feel anything special, but you can be a little more aware of the wonder of the natural world around you. And then as you trace the path outward again, carry that sense of connectedness with you, that sense of love for the world, and take it into the rest of your day. Now, as you prepare to return to your daily routine, make a commitment to integrate your meditation practice into your life. You may want to plan an experience of being immersed in nature. Do something that helps you connect more deeply with and dive more deeply into nature. Get dirty, get your hands in the earth, try and learn something, and bring back a symbol of your experience for your altar. We'll add it in the next meditation. The sense of being immersed in the natural world can be phenomenally healing. It can restore our sense of balance and create a center of peace within us. And as we allow ourselves to feel more aware of, connected to, and familiar with our world, so our love for the world automatically grows and expands. And with that love, our sense of aliveness grows and expands too. Thank you for choosing to share this meditation. If you've enjoyed it, please share it with others. And join me next time as we explore more ways to love the world more intentionally and deeply.